Graham and I spent a lot of our adolescence just hanging out by the river behind the village.
It was not a thing of being in a band, it was a thing of hanging out on Friday nights at his house. Him writing and me coming round and maybe playing some saxophone. Mainly it was sort of hanging out and going for walks.
And trying to race on cows when we were drunk, which never went well. I don't recommend that to anybody.
And just talking about music and life and everything else and sharing, you know, our feelings or whatever that was. First time I met Dave, I had to go around his flat for a rehearsal.
Everybody I knew played an instrument. Everybody was constantly in bands, 3 or 4 bands at a time.
And I went down and knocked on his flat and he was still in bed and he got up and he had this sort of floppy Mohican haircut and he was in his pyjamas and he sat on the edge of his bed eating his cornflakes. His drum kit was there in his bedroom and then I got me sax out.
I wanted to be in a band with Damon because of his songwriting.
Graham took me along to see him. He was playing with some guy in a hat, I remember. Did Damon wear the hat? I don't know, a hat. Definitely featured in their performance.
At one point, I think I jumped into the audience, but there were so few people there, but it was actually really embarrassing. And I kind of sort of went to the toilets, I think, just to make it not feel quite so awkward.
I had a chat to Damon afterwards and said, I like what you're doing. If you ever need a drummer for any of your projects, let me know. And that was the start of that, really.
And then Alex was just who I met when we got to Halls of Residence, who lived underneath me in the block there in Camberwell. I said, well, Alex plays bass, he's this bloke at my halls, and we all met.
I kind of liked Graham instantly. Damon was very kind of what you got, you know, which I respond well to. And yeah, I think Dave made me a cup of tea, you know. I think we got each other's backs.
It was Alex joining, really, that was the kind of missing piece. After he joined, we were signed within 6 months.